everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing my Superman timeline. Now, in my Superman timeline, as with all my timeline videos, so I'm going to take all my Superman trades and graphic novels and lay them down flat in exact chronological order on what stories go where and what order to read them. Now, I've been reluctant on my Superman timeline, more so than any of my other timelines, for a certain reason. See, unlike my Batman collection, or my Wonder Woman, or my Supergirl, or Aquaman, or Nightwing collection, is my Superman collection very much incomplete. There's a lot of missing gaps in my Superman collection. For whatever reasons, maybe I couldn't find the trade, or I decided to skip it, thinking it wasn't important, or I just didn't have the money at the time. So, for the most part, this timeline is going to be around 75% complete, I want to say. Maybe a little bit more complete, maybe around 80% complete. But it is going to have its missing gaps. I assure you, despite the fact that it has its missing gaps, it's going to have all the major and important Superman stories in it. So don't feel as though that there's something big going to be missing from this timeline. It was mostly miscellaneous stories like the death of Clark Kent or the trial of Superman, which I was not able to get my hands on. Now, there's two things I want to point out for this timeline. One is this timeline only goes up to New Krypton Volume 2. I have not got Volume 3 or 4 yet. In addition to this timeline has the Man of Steel as its origin. Technically, there's three origins for Superman. There's been the Man of Steel, which was the 1985 version, or 1986. There was the Birthright, which was the 2000 version, which was never supposed to be a new origin for Superman, but a lot of people consider it canon. And then the Secret Origins, which is going on right now, which hasn't actually been completed. Now, I'm not exactly sure which is considered canon, Birthright, or Man of Steel, but I do believe that Secret Origins doesn't conflict with the other two origins, rather just add to it. For me personally, I'm going to consider Man of Steel the origin story of Superman. In addition to that, I'm going to say it is the origin story for the sake of the timeline, because I don't have Birthright. So, with that said, the last thing I want to point out is that there's only one Superman story which is kind of debatable where it belongs, and I'll get to it when I get to it in the timeline. So with that said, let's take a look at my Superman timeline. Okay, here is the timeline. It's pretty big, but like I said, it's still missing quite a bit. It's around, maybe I want to say, 80% complete. Now, unlike my Batman timeline, I'm not really going to go into detail exactly what year of Superman's career it is or how old he is. There's only going to be really about 2 or 3 points that I'm going to point that out. The Man of Steel series, No Limits in Our Worlds at War, around that time. So with that said, let's just get into this timeline, shall we? Now, like I said, I'm going to go with the Man of Steel origin because I don't have Birthright, nor do I care to pick it up, and Secret Origin is not done yet. So, Man of Steel is the origin of Superman after the Infinite Crisis, and this is a 6-volume series. Now, there is Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and Volume 6. Wow, 6 volumes, like I said. Now, the interesting thing to note is Volume 1 is the only one that really tells the origin of Superman. This talks about his first year and becoming Superman, and how he became him. Everything onward, Volume 2 to Volume 6, takes place after the Infinite Crisis, which is roughly around the 7th year of every superhero's career, like Superman and Batman. At least around the 6th or 7th year of their career. This is obviously seen by certain characters showing up, like the Green Lantern Corps being in the state that they are in, characters like Superboy showing up and making reference to the Infinite Crisis, the Teen Titans showing up as their new Teen Titans format, and then also Jason Todd and Booster Gold showing up. So those stories take place roughly around the 6th or 7th year of Superman's career. Roughly. But Superman, Man of Steel, Volume 1 is really the origin of Superman. So we have the Man of Steel series. Then we're moving on to Superman Exile. After that is Eradication, the origin of the Eradicator. Then we go to Superman Crisis of the Crimson Kryptonite, which is where Superman proposes to Lois Lane. Then we have Superman Time and Time again. We move on to Superman, Panic in the Sky. And then we get Superman, They Saved Luthor's Brain. From there we move on to the Doomsday Trilogy with The Death of Superman, A World Without Superman, and The Return of Superman. And then we move on to Superman, The Wedding and Beyond. And then Superman Transformed, where we tell the story of Blue Superman. Now we're going to move on, and this is going to where we start Superman No Limits. This is roughly going to be about Superman's 10th year of his career, from Superman No Limits to Superman Our World's at War. The reason why I say this is because it was published around the same time as Batman No Man's Land, which is considered the 10th year of Batman's career, and Batman and Superman basically started at the same time. This is debatable exactly if this is the 10th year of Superman's career, but I like to believe so, and I like to believe in myself. So with that said, we have what I call the 2000 saga, which starts off with Superman No Limits, Superman Endgames, where Brainiac 13 makes his attack, Till Death Do Us Part, Critical Condition, President Lex, and Return to Kryptonite, which you can completely forget ever existed because it is the worst story I've ever read. Then we have Our World at War. Now, everything from Superman No Limits to Superman Return to Krypton all cultivate up into Superman Our World's at War. This is either a 1-volume or a 2-volume set. I got the 1 volume, so this is in 2 volumes. If you see that, don't get confused. We then move on to Superman Godfall, Superman for Tomorrow, Volume 1 and 2, Superman Unconventional Warfare, The Healing Touch, Sacrifice, and Ruin Revealed. Now, a lot of people like to put Ruin Revealed along with the other 2 books in its trilogy, but it actually, some of it takes place after Superman Sacrifice, some of it takes place before. I just put Superman Sacrifice in between. It's a little bit easier for your reading. So, moving on, we are on to the 1 year latest story for Superman, which is Superman Up, Up, and Away. And then Superman Back in Action. Now we have Superman Last Son. Now this is a story that can be confusing continuity-wise because the first bit of this takes place before Superman Camelot Falls. But the second bit of it, the second half, takes place after the third Kryptonian. It's a little confusing, but that's how it works. I put it before Camelot Falls because it's easier reading, but it's really up to you on where you want to put it. Then we have Camelot Falls Volume 1 and 2, the third Kryptonian Redemption, Superman Escape from Bizarro World, Shadow Lingers, Superman Brainiac, and then Superman New Krypton Volume 1 and 2. Now, Volume 3 and Volume 4 just came out for New Krypton, but I don't have them yet. So, like I said, this only goes up to New Krypton Volume 2. Let's just finish up this video, okay? So, that was the Superman timeline in its entirety. As I said, there are some missing gaps in there. Actually, a lot. But that should give you a general synopsis of the Superman timeline. A little bit of a guideline for you if you want to start reading Superman. So, hopefully in the near future, I'll have a better, more complete Superman timeline for you. That said, I'm going to end this review here, or this timeline here. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.